Welcome to downtown Toronto, Ontario, inside Rogers Centre. Final game coming up, rubber game of this series. Twins and the Blue Jays, and an outstanding pitching matchup here today. Taj Bradley has been one of the better pitchers in the game so far this season. Max Scherzer, future Hall of Famer, set to make his third start. It is Bradley-Scherzer Game 3 coming up.
Just 2 starts for Max this season, and it didn't go well last time. That forearm stiffened up on him. He gave up a 2-run homer to Teoscar Hernandez in the first inning, exited that game early.
2 outs, Luke Keeschel the hit. Here's the 1-2. And he got him looking. Stuck in a fastball at 94 to freeze Luke Keeschel and end the inning. Max Scherzer gets a pair of flyouts and a looking strikeout in a 1-2-3 top of the first.
It's been a good start to the season for Taj Bradley through 3 starts this year.
It's a Blue Jays lineup that does not have George Springer, put on the injured list today with a fractured big toe. So Ernie Clement bats leadoff.
Clement gets one in the air to left field, and that'll get down. And Ernie is on his way to second base with a leadoff double.
Just because that's what Ernie does, put him in the leadoff spot. He doesn't care where he hits. He's not going to change his approach.
So versatile, patching yet another hole for John Schneider, and he's at second for Varsho.
Ground ball to the right side, and that'll get through for a base hit. And that will bring Ernie Clement in with the first run of the ball game.
Well, Dalton does it a different way. This is a ground ball. Yes, he's trying to move the runner, but when you're trying to move a runner, you're also trying to drive him in, and that's exactly what Varsho did. He got him over all right. He also got him in.
4th hit and 4th RBI in the series for Dalton Varsho. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who is 5 for 9 in the series, and it's ball 4 to Guerrero. So it's 2 on with nobody out, with a run in already for the Blue Jays here in the bottom of the first. And that's going to bring up Jesus Sanchez.
To the right side, have a chance. Second for 1, Brooks Lee. And the Twins indeed turn 2. Varsho down to third, but Bradley needed that 1 pitch and records 2 outs.
And Taj only has a ground ball rate of 31% this year, but he worked his way back to a 2-2 count through a nice split down and away.
Swung on a missed, and he struck him out, and Bradley out of the inning with minimal damage. So it took some doing. He threw 27 pitches, but just 1 run on a couple of hits, and 2 Blue Jays left on base behind Taj Bradley. And the Twins have something brewing here with runners on at first and second for Caratini.
And the 3-2. And it's strike 3 called for out number 1.
Move the ball in, out, change speeds, make it tough on these left-handed hitters.
Second strikeout for Scherzer. 1 out for Tristan Gray.
Minnesota not a team with a ton of power, although whenever they come to the Rogers Centre, they seem to defy that. They've hit a home run in 25 straight games here going back over the years. That's the longest in their franchise history against any team ever. And they might have just added to it right here.
Deep it goes, and way out of here. Above the bullpen in straightaway right field, Tristan Gray. It's a 3-run homer, and the Twins have a 3-1 lead.
All 3 games, there's been a 3-run home run that has impacted the result of this game. It was Valenzuela to give the Blue Jays a lead in the first one. The difference in the game yesterday was Trevor Larnach, and today Tristan Gray just went over the bullpen.
That's the first hit given up by Scherzer, but it scores 3 after the walk and the hit by pitch.
The Twins have now homered in 26 consecutive games at Rogers Centre, and that is 54 home runs during this run.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's his 3rd of the day, 2 away from 3,500. But the Twins do strike for 3 runs. Tristan Gray's homer makes it 3-1 Minnesota. Eloy Jimenez makes his Blue Jays debut.
The 0-2 swung on a missed, and you see a lot of that from Eloy Jimenez as well. It's the second strikeout for Taj Bradley. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. There's a heater at 97, and that's 3 straight strikeouts for Taj, 2 outs for Valenzuela. They gave Taj some runs, and now he's right back on the rails.
Yeah, nice reset after that first.
Curveball is swung on a missed. A whirly-bird cut from Valenzuela. He staggers back to the dugout, and Taj Bradley strikes out the side.
Top of the order to be Clemens, Larnach, and Keeschel against Max Scherzer.
Clemens hits one high in the air and deep to right, and it will rocket out of here for a home run. Second home run of the year for Cody Clemens. It's the second home run of the game for the Minnesota Twins. Cody snaps an 0 for 12, and it's a 4-1 Twins lead.
Well, that's good to see because he's been fighting a little bit, you know, and did a nice job of staying alive, falling off some pitches in that at-bat, and another off-speed homer to a left-handed batter. That ball just kind of spun in the middle, no doubter.
Yeah, slider. And boy, did Cody get the bat head down and onto that one. And the Twins will add to their league-leading number of plate appearances with the bases loaded.
That's his second walk issued.
As Wallner steps in, bags full, nobody out, 1 run in, Twins up 4-1.
2-2 pitch, line to right field, that's a base hit. 1 run scores, Keyshaw will be held. It's an RBI single for Matt Wallner. It was a slider, and the Twins now have a 5-1 lead.
Another 2-strike hit. A really good at bat by Matt there after falling off that fastball at the top of the zone. Another spinning breaking ball in the middle.
When you look at the hits, I mean, the damage has been done on those breaking balls. And this ball lined in the air to right field, fairly deep. Lucas back, makes the catch on the warning track. Keyshaw will tag and score easily. Bell good base running, and the Twins lead it now 6-1 on a sac fly from Vic Caratini.
And here comes John Schneider. So Max Scherzer will go just 2 1/3 here today. He's given up 6 runs, 2 more men on base. Still his responsibility, as once again the Blue Jays have to go to the bullpen early. First man out of the pen here today is veteran lefty Joe Mantiply.
Gray will be at first, Wallner will be at second, Bell is at third, and Brooks Lee is the hitter. Another bases loaded opportunity for the Minnesota Twins.
Line at his first time, pulled fair down the left field line. Josh Bell, come on down. Matt Wallner will score. Great at third base. He's going to be held by Borrego. That's a Brooks Lee 2-run double, and the Twins erupting once again. It is 8-1 here in Toronto.
How about these Twins north of the border?
They just keep swinging the bats in all these different situations. Some good 2-strike at bats. Breaking ball. Kept it fair just inside the line as it went down into the corner.
Clemens taps the ball back toward the mound first base side. Mantiply gloves, spins, throws down to first. Vladdy with a stretch to complete the out and end the top of the 3rd inning. The Twins end up with 5 runs on 6 hits to take an 8-1 lead. And Ernie Clement is up to hit for the Blue Jays. Blue Jays would love to at least claw back something here as they try and chip away at this 7-run deficit. It's 8-1 Twins.
Swung on and drilled to third, caught by Gray. He jumped, didn't have to, but he caught it, and that's all that matters. Ernie Clement will have to turn in his bat for a glove. We're through 4. Twins still lead 8-1. Dalton Varsho, Vlad Guerrero Jr., Jesus Sanchez, the tall timber for this Blue Jays lineup against Taj Bradley.
And another hit for Varsho. He hits a screamer into the right field corner, and he's got himself a double. Well, he is certainly doing what he can to try to pick up the slack for his injured teammates.
Tees off on this fastball.
Chopped to short, Brooks Lee. Throws on Guerrero with Varsho holding at second base. Taj Bradley's stuff has been electric. 2-2. He struck him out, blew it by him at 97. And with the pitch count at 99, that might get him one more hitter. Kazuma Okamoto to bat from the right side. He struck him out, and that's how we will end this day with strikeout number 7.
Pitch number 106, right by a flailing Okamoto. It's the 7th punch out for Taj Bradley, and he's through 5. Now, a special moment here at Rogers Center. Andrew Morris making his big league debut. His mom stepped out in the stands. I think his dad's here as well.
Struck him out with a sweeper. The emotion from him and the family. And Shelty's got that ball in his pocket. The Twins have this keepsake.
The pitch was good. The reaction by Andrew Morris even better.
0-2 on Valenzuela. He struck him out. High cheese at 97. Welcome to the show. Andrew Morris striking out 2 in a scoreless 6th inning.
Infield hit for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And there are 2 on with 1 out.
And it is low and bounces away from Caratini. And that'll be a wild pitch. And we'll take the double play out of the equation as Clement advances to third and down to second. Moves Guerrero. Infield back. They'll concede Clement's run to get the out. Guerrero now at second.
This ball is pretty well struck to the opposite field. It'll be caught just shy of the track by Larnach. Clement can tag it to come in. It's a sac fly for Sanchez, and it's 8-2.
Elevated fastballs to Sanchez this afternoon. He was able to get to this one, get in the air to cash in a run.
1-1 down to Brooks Lee. He's on his 3rd number, and number 22 fits him. He throws over to first base, and the inning is over. So a run in the 7th for the Blue Jays on a sac fly, but it's 8-2 in favor of the Twins.
Andrew Morris in his 3rd inning of work.
Time, because the bases are loaded for Dalton Varsho, who is the hottest of hitters for these Toronto Blue Jays. Swung on and popped up right field. Going to drift a little bit, but should stay in the ballpark for Matt Wallner. He's got it. Morris will leave him loaded, and the Twins out of the jam without a bruise. Blue Jays leave the bases full. We go to the 9th inning.
Let's see if Justin Tolpa can bring the team to the finish line.
1 out and a runner on first. Kazuma Okamoto to the plate.
To short, 6-4, ball game. Twins beat the Blue Jays 8-2, have won back-to-back series, heading home with a 9-7 record. Twins drop the opener on Friday, and then the offense erupting once again.